in that peaceful, final resting spot in 1911. The famous grave robbing incident at the Erie Cemetary.
It's early morning, February 9th, 1911. A frightened groundskeeper summons police to the Liberty Street entrance of the cemetery, taking them to the entrance of a large, ornate tomb, pointing wildly. The groundskeeper refused to go any further. On closer inspection, the police found a rather ghastly sight. The large wooden door to the mausoleum was open. Timidly, the officers entered the tomb. Inside, the bulky vaults containing the deceased had been chiseled open. The caskets had been drilled, chiseled, and finally pried open.
Six bodies occupied the Scott Mausoleum. Mr. and Mrs. William L. Scott, Mrs. Scott's sister Anna and her husband, Mr. Scott's son-in-law Richard and his infant daughter Anne. The vaults containing Mr. Scott and the baby Anne were left untouched. The other bodies, partially decomposed, remained inside the smashed and damaged coffins. Why would someone enter the mausoleum and desecrate the hallowed ground? The police searched further and soon discovered a problem. 6 caskets and only 5 bodies. Someone had stolen the body of Mrs. Scott's sister, Anna.
In Inverness, the Scott's children received a ransom note demanding $50,000 for the return of the body. An Erie milkman reported that on the night of January 27th, a man approached him on the corner of 19th and Chestnut Streets around 4 a.m. The man told a chilling tale. 4 men, he said, carried a body, still wrapped in its shroud, from the cemetery, and loaded it into a black wagon just beyond the fence on West 19th Street.
After intense investigation, government authorities arrested 2 men in conjunction with the grave robbery. The body was finally discovered in another part of the family vault, hidden and stuffed into a corner. The men had carried off something resembling a body to cover their tracks. The ransom money was never paid. The men were convicted and sentenced for their crime. And as fate would have it, they were each subsequently buried in the Erie Cemetery. Erie Legends.
Ken Kenzie are presenting Erie history at Erie Cemetery with the Halloween twist playing Jason Voorhees. This is the grave of Alexander W. Brewster, 1796 to 1851. Brewster was one of the original incorporators and was the first person buried at Erie Cemetery. In his early years, he taught at the log house at 7th and Holland, later at the Erie Academy. A prominent merchant and manufacturer, he was elected sheriff in 1828 and Burgess of Erie in 1849. The old Brewster home, built in 1823 and refurbished by Erie Insurance in 1984, stands beautifully today on East 5th between Holland and French.
CDs.